If you want to know the measure of a man, you put him in hot water in the pressure cooker to see what he's really about. And in this situation, ladies and gentlemen, Street Fighter League is exactly that, as things have been heating up in these late weeks. We just saw Team Panda going head-to-head with Team Bandits. MENARD tried his best to fight back, but Punk was too strong at the end. And also, we had Team UIU facing off with a fully powered Team NORDAVIND. And in that spot, Luffy showing exactly why his Mika had been banned this entire time. And did you really think that we would stop there? Did you think that that's all we had to offer? Ladies and gentlemen, we also have this week Team NORDAVIND going head-to-head with Team Bandits. Bandits needs to get these last 2 victories. And finally, we have Team UIU going head-to-head with Team Panda. At this point, Team UIU, to have a chance for the playoffs, they have to win this game. But that's not gonna be easy. We are going up against Punk, the God. What a show we have on our hands. All of this goes down right here, right now on Street Fighter League.
Ladies and gentlemen, this week is absolutely electric here at Street Fighter League Season 4. We're going through with week number 13, and we talk about how electrifying it is because we only have a couple more games before we get into that playoff spot. My name is Vicious, here with Tasty Steve, and we got the full breakdown of what you could expect for this week's team battles. But first, we got to talk about the teams in play here at Street Fighter League.
That is true. We do have 2 returning teams, with UIU and NASR being Season 3's champions returning to us. Then we have Panda, new and improved Alpha 3, of course, followed by the Bandits, and then you have the Vodafone Giants also holding it down, and then of course you have NORDAVIND holding it at the tail end of these new teams joining us with a bevy of new players from all around the world. It is an international players ball, but the band still means something big, especially if you've been looking at how this season's been going. These bands, especially in the second half, have really turned things around for some of these teams, and it really makes big implications, especially head towards the playoffs.
Yeah, you talk about the band rule, you talk about the team order, there's just so much on the line. When we took a look at the standings last week, right, it made some significant shifts from the team battles. But to kind of remind you where we're at, let's take a look at those scores again. NASR sitting at the top of the ranks with 7-2. NORDAVIND following right behind in second with 4-3. Vodafone Giants stuck at 4-4. Same with Panda, pretty much tied in third and fourth place. Then of course you see down below, Bandits in fifth with 3-5, and UIU still trying to come up with those W's, 2-6. And again, they need to make sure they get into that top 4 spot for the playoffs because there's so much on the line, right? We talk about it each and every week. There's $75,000 going to the winning team, and of course that team is going to play off against Street Fighter League Japan in the biggest, baddest matchup of them all. It's Japan versus the world towards the end.
That's a big thing to be. Japan is considered one of the strongest territories when it comes to Street Fighter in the world. Going up against that team in the finals is not only going to be hard, but it's a prestigious thing to think about, and this is the style it will be going down. Street Fighter League Season 4 is a 3v3 with SETA-style team tournament. Teams submit a player order. If a player wins, they go to the back of the queue as winner. If they lose, they are eliminated from this week's team battle. These matches continue until one team successfully knocks out all 3 members of the opposing team, and that's how we decide our team battle champions each week. Of course, like we touched on a little earlier in every episode, those bans do still work, and we're at the second half of the season, so those first half of the season bans cannot be applied here, as you can only ban the same character.
And that's actually got a lot of teams sweating, to be honest with you. We've seen the power of teams like NORDAVIND having a fully unleashed Armika. We've seen the power of Punk no longer able to really ban that character or whatever secondary, even like NEPHEW, right? NEPHEW's still not going to be banned at this point because Colleen was the target for majority of it. Just a little sample of what you've been experiencing and how important it's going to be, especially for this week's team battles. We have for you this week in number 13, NORDAVIND going up against Bandits is going to be absolutely critical for the Bandits. And of course, down below, UIU versus Panda.
This is going to be amazing. Panda really in a tough spot. Once again, this is one of the closest seasons we've had here at Street Fighter League, especially if you've been following. UIU just the same, like you said, at the bottom, still trying to get those W's. NORDAVIND really in an odd spot, and Bandits just struggling just the same. But we are not struggling to hear you guys, and it's because of the A40 headset. Astro has graciously and awesomely held down the FGC for more than 10 years, and they are the official headset and mix-up of Street Fighter League Season 4. So please, shout outs to you guys. Make sure you give them a follow. Show them some love because they have supplied all the players here and myself with an A40 headset so we can get all the crisp, cool sounds of every video game, even the people in the audience and their teammates. So thank you, Astro, and thank you for sponsoring Street Fighter League Season 4.
That's right. You can pick it up down below in the Twitch panel while we get ourselves ready for this next battle. It's going to be NORDAVIND versus Bandits. You do not want to miss it. We're going to see who could clinch their spot in the top 4 after this break.
Street Fighter League Week 13. We're on Season 4, man. It's been a good one so far, and it can only get better. We're already setting up this week's team battles. It's going to be NORDAVIND going up against the Bandits. PHENOM, VEGGEY, and LUFFY representing NORDAVIND. And then, of course, Hermes, MENARD, and CABA representing the Bandits. Now, we've seen these guys go back and forth the entire season. By back and forth, we've seen NORDAVIND go from, like, just struggling a little bit to having a fully unleashed LUFFY with this Armika. And then, of course, on the side of Bandits, they've been kind of fluctuating, right? They've been getting hit with the Cammy ban, getting hit with the Guile ban. MENARD's really been doing a lot of work when it comes to these teams. Yeah. And if you look at over at NORDAVIND, LUFFY and PHENOM, now I feel like now that LUFFY's loose, PHENOM and the LUFFY connect is actually kind of bro, did you see what happened last week? It's literally like, what happens if you beat one? You still got like a completely different kind of player that you have to deal with. NORDAVIND looking really strong. We do have an interview with NORDAVIND's PHENOM on the stage with Hollywood Rob TV.
Plenty of times I've heard that perseverance pays dividends, and clearly we have a prime example of that with this player right here to my left, one of the best players in Street Fighter V's history, none other than PHENOM. What's going on, brother?
I'm good.
You know, one of the reasons why I say that is because of the fact that, you know, you were kind of on an island on your own to some degree for a while, at least in game, right?
Yeah.
With LUFFY not having his Mika, and now LUFFY has actually had his Mika 2 times.
Yeah.
And each time he's actually stepped up to the plate.
Yeah. I mean, I expect nothing less. Now that he can play his main character, he's been pretty much doing what everyone feared he would do.
You know, I wonder if your experience now is different. Like your vibe as far as like going into your matches. Do you feel less strain, less stress on yourself?
Maybe it feels a little bit better. Gotten a little more used to the format. So yeah, I think it's a mix of a lot of things.
Well, you know, it's been so many weeks, and you know, when we came here, your hair was the exact same length as mine. And now, you know what I mean? Like, so clearly, you know, it's been a whole lot of ups and downs. You know, something that surprised me a lot was the fact that you actually busted the Cammy out.
Oh, yeah?
I never had really heard of your Cammy or anything like that. Like, this is like a out of nowhere type of thing. And, you know, it looks like your Cammy is definitely probably, it's looking like as good as your Karen. Also, you're winning just as much, I would say.
Well, I mean, this is my first time playing Cammy in tournament. I've only been playing her on my stream, like on Twitch. So people who watch my stream, they probably know about my Cammy. But if you don't, then you couldn't know. So I think it surprised some people how good it was.
Well, the last thing I do want to ask you about is, you know, my guy, I like to call him the Nordic Giant. You know what I mean? The one and only my boy VEGGEY.
Yeah.
You know, VEGGEY is like really one of the more positive dudes I've met in the scene. You know, he's always giving people compliments and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Clowning around, everything. Clearly talented in-game and out. Do you think that what we've seen so far from VEGGEY in-game is actually like just like I mean, it looks like it has to be some type of a mental block because I think he's playing good.
Yeah.
You know, do you think that he's pressuring himself too much or something? And, you know, if so, do you think that you'll be able to break him out of that shell and get out of his own head to help you guys in the playoffs if you make it there?
I think like when he plays casuals, he's playing a lot more comfortable than when he's in tournament. Like in tournament, I think he's playing good, but then there's something, I think like a situation or something that can throw him off. Yeah. It's he's always kind of had those moments. There's been some tournaments when he's actually been able to play like himself. Yeah. And then that doesn't happen, and it's just like then you see him dominating a lot. So that's I think I don't think there's any really. I mean, me and LUFFY are always gonna be there to back him. Yeah. So I think as long as he just plays how he feels and believes in himself, then that's fine. Win or lose, that's fine as long as he just give it his all.
Your team is one of the strongest teams here. Overall, especially right now with the difference with the Mika. PHENOM, of course, clearly you've been able to carry that. up to this point. One of the most prolific players in all the Street Fighter leagues and one of my favorite people to talk to. Ladies and gentlemen, Team NORDAVIND's PHENOM.
So I'm kind of curious to see what's going to happen when the moose is loose, all the while Luffy is not remaining goofy. There's no jokes around it, to be honest with you. With NORDAVIND, they're fully unleashed at max potential. That's going to be a real serious deal, to be honest with you. However, if Bandits happen to clutch it out, it's going to mean a pretty big deal because they have another game to play after this week to get themselves at least 4th place. So it's going to be very, very important. There's a lot of pressure on the line for Team Bandits, I feel like. Despite their team synergy, despite the emotions going through it, on how vocal they've been in supporting each other and whatnot, they're still kind of lackluster in terms of putting numbers on the board.
It's not really easy, especially to get things started
Without
here at Street Fighter League, right?
Yeah.
And CABA and both men have been here before. They are returning from last season, but now they actually get that team dynamic. Hermes, VENATORI as well, really gives them a sense of like being able to communicate, talk to each other, and have that instant team synergy.
In fact, I kind of want to know what Bandits have in mind with Rob TV in this upcoming interview to see how they prepare themselves for week number 13.
It's always a big event. It's always a big deal when you have one of the most important, one of the most impressive players in all of Street Fighter's history, one of the most exciting players on Street Fighter League, my brother, MENARD, on camera with me. What's going on, bro?
All good. Just focus. What about you?
Yo, you know, I'm locked in myself. I ain't gonna lie to you. I may be under a little bit less stress, not gonna lie, because your boy don't got the sticks right now. And to be fair, I know you guys are, gotta be super focused and locked in right now. But on the bright side, at least you don't have to play against me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
at least
God.
I'm hosting right now. Man, don't play with me like that. Don't play with me like
God, what do you want me to say?
Don't do that. You know what's up.
Yeah, I was gonna ban you anyway.
Yeah, okay. See, that's understandable. Now y'all gotta use your bans on one of these, so guys. Up to this point though, man, like the standings are just OD. Your last 2 games are gonna be going up against Team NORDAVIND and then Team UIU. So just so that anyone, in case anyone is unclear, can you let them know like what's going on with these standings? Because right now still, we don't know who's gonna be in the playoffs.
Basically, I think NASR is safe.
Yeah.
And I think UIU is out. That's the only 2 certains. But outside of that, every team is like fighting for the spots. And still, even if NASR is safe and UIU is out, they can still play and still affect the standings.
Yep.
And like it doesn't matter from 2nd place to 5th, nobody is safe.
Yeah.
So even if we are at 5th right now, it's still like we just gotta win. If we win our next 2 matches, I know we're gonna make the playoff. And if we get a better seeding, who knows? We might even see Bandits fighting Japan. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking of, we're 5th right now. It's just a small little detail,
Mena, what can we expect in these last 2 matches as far as, from your team overall? Do you think that things are gonna click as far as on an overall team level? For you, obviously, you've been playing amazing throughout this entire thing. One of the best performances that we've seen. But as far as, I feel like Hermes has been on an upward trajectory the entire time. But I don't know if we've seen fully unlocked CABA yet. And that's a respect to CABA because of how amazing he is. It's not a disrespect at all. Do you think that things are gonna click for them? How do you think, where do you think you guys' mindset is at?
Well, of course, this is what I'm expecting. I'm confident that they will bring their full potential out in their gameplay. And, I'm just gonna still do my best, try to raise my team's morale and play confident so I can pass it on to them. And if they play like that, I'm very confident against any team, So I'm just waiting for them.
Ladies and gentlemen, always a pleasure talking to the pride of the Dominican Republic, the one and only, the young bull, MENARD.
We've talked about it. We've highlighted it each and every week, actually more so in these past couple of weeks, on how these wins are really going to matter towards the end. I mean, in the current position that Bandits in and the record they've had against the Vodafone Giants, they could be able to hop over them and secure that 4th place spot.
I mean, and that's why these up into the playoffs, it's going to be very, very tense.
We talk about the band picks, we teased it a little bit. The official picks for NORDAVIND, they are getting rid of G. For Bandits, they are getting rid of Karen.
I mean, because they don't.
Read that correctly?
They don't want to have to fight. They don't want to fight Phenom.
Did they see his Cammy? Did they see what he did to NL?
I mean, but this is the mirror match. Hermes versus Phenom. That is the mirror match. That's what we're gonna get. We're gonna get a Cammy mirror match. Man, we've seen a lot of these this season.
We've seen how that happened for Hermes Venatori, the last interaction.
And versus NL.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Hopefully Hermes Venatori, the last time he encountered a mirror match, he was pretty down bad, but we'll see if he's got something in store for someone else like Phenom and his playstyle.
Yo, just because you can beat one Cammy doesn't mean you can beat them all. You might have some defensive, maneuvers against it, but you never know. Hermes Venatori might be a lot more connected with this character. Doesn't change the gameplay, so you got to just play it out, but still,
A couple of straight hits, no confirmed there from Phenom earlier. Hermes now getting his confirmed up the low medium kick. Get off me. What a time the EX uppercut. Good read there from Phenom.
Okay, goes for the jump in. Phenom not prepared, so no anti-air. Stand medium kick getting pretty annoying.
What a whiff punish too from Hermes Venatori, but still being the moose that he is, he's gonna plow right through the counter hit conversion too. I lied, actually that was Hermes Venatori.
I was about to say, Hermes Venatori.
Did I get that mixed up? I was like, wait a minute, that was me. Let's mix it up a little bit.
Phenom,
I was just making you guess.
Phenom really likes to use this the officer outfit, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Wow.
My mistake. Hermes Venatori's on fire.
Wow, 2 for 2 right there.
Oh. Caught him jumping. I like this for Hermes. Spending it. Very good. I like this pressure too. From the lights all the way into the back medium punch. A lot of frame traps coming in from Hermes Venatori.
Lots of gray life here on the side of Hermes Venatori. Getting out of this corner. Phenom trying to fight back.
G4 out. No conversion. Oh, I like that.
Ready with the anti-air and still didn't use it all. Used it to keep the pressure. And how did he know what side he was going to be on?
He didn't need to because he was going to be in an advantageous position. Didn't matter.
Venatori, make sure you roll the R's when you say my name. First game, going to Bandits.
There he is. We were looking for you, CABA.
I know, right?
Where have you been?
Round 1. Fight.
Oof. Standing heavy punch.
Oh, this is huge. Though Phenom is not playing himself right now.
Yeah, he's not playing too well right now. But also just the tempo that Hermes plays, right? We talked about the fact that likes to do a couple cheeky resets, has some very unconventional ways of getting in and starting this pressure. And right now, it might be throwing off Phenom. It might be throwing off and affecting Phenom to the point where he's not sure. He has a very unconventional play, bro.
We talked about it earlier, right? We highlighted one of his attributes being the kind of person to kind of give up on hits to go for certain resets. That's happened to Phenom a bunch of times already. We're starting to see that playstyle actually affect somebody, and it just so happens to be the Moose.
Well, now Phenom starting to get the swing of things. Hits back with a perfect. One of the things that I noticed with Phenom in his mirror match ways is the fact that his rebuttal is actually damn good. So far to the fact that he's really able to run these things back. CABA going crazy in the background right now.
Jeez.
Dash up.
It's such a scary idea of thinking about a Moose in high gear, right? Finally kicking into high gear is Phenom. You're gonna spend it now. I like it. Look at the damage. Big spender and the Oki after his dash up twice.
V-shift, double V-shift. Oof. Okay, anti-air DP. Life is not looking good right now for Phenom. Does have CA. Little stir down mid-screen.
But Phenom doesn't have any trigger also to back it up, right? He doesn't have any ways in outside of the dive. Oh my God. He doesn't need to go in.
One thing we've seen about Hermes Venatori, though, it's like sometimes he overextends. And Phenom really does has had matches where we saw it versus NL in the mirror match. It's like, well, he's dead now. And NL somehow ended up losing the match because of the rebuttal that Phenom has. So I'm not counting out Phenom right now. Okay, there's the activation.
Oh, don't get stacked
What
out.
an interrupt. Oh, no. And the win goes to Hermes Venatori, getting the win over Phenom.
¿Cómo pasó 3-0? ¡Está frío! ¡Ese eres tú! ¡Sómale de una vez! ¡No te me cohibas!
Yo, CABA. 0-2 over Phenom, who we just saw take out NL in the mirror match and Punk in the Karen mirror match, goes down to Hermes Venatori. Wow.
The thing is about Hermes is that he suffered a pretty big emotional defeat losing in the mirror match prior to Panda.
Not true.
And he was kind of, thinking about it, even outside of the studio. He was like, yo, man, how am I going to lose to my character? There's no way this should happen.
Well,
tuned it up this week and brought out the results. You see it right there. Phenom getting pretty much dismantled in that whole set. 2-0, very impressive. I think that's the most dominant win Hermes has had this season in Street Fighter League.
Most definitely the most dominant win he's had this entire season. Let me talk a little bit about this order. The fact that Mena is in the center of this lineup shows a change in the direction. I like this. Put Mena in the middle, face off, and have him at his strongest because you never know who's going to be there. It's going to be going up against VEGGEY, but I think this is what NORDAVIND wanted.
This is going to be a pretty big scenario for VEGGEY to try to counter. It's going to be very interesting. Like, how well do you know your character? Do you know him better than you? We'll see. Damn!
Okay. And already getting started. Forward throw. Wait a minute. We've seen the offense from MENARD in some of these other matches, and it has been nothing short of spectacular, especially with just how this Sakura has turned everything around. The crouching, every punch hit.
Oh, don't whiff a button. Not in front of MENARD. Oh, don't even press the button. You're that intimidated. Another one, a perfect. He is letting him do what he wants, and it's a dangerous thing, man. MENARD, when he gets started, it's hard to stop him. Don't you do it. Oh, God.
Oh, gets in, stand light kick, not able to make anything bigger happen. Confirmed with the crouching medium punch. Armor, oh, wow. Didn't get a full hit, though. Didn't get a clean hit, I should say.
Forward throw, checking with the roundhouse right after to make sure they're honest on the way up. Do it again. Roundhouse. Nope, jump. I like that.
Okay.
The options.
Mena corners himself and just instantly dashes out. Uh-oh, wait a minute. VEGGEY has a chance right now. Whoa, back dash to get out of the throw range. Another one to stop the command throw, it looks like, and the crush. That should be the round. He is a birdie master. He knows.
Didn't even need to do that either. That was unnecessary roughness.
VEGGEY, check dashingen hans med stand like kick. Ikke glem stand like kick-greiene. Ok?
Esa es la actitud, así mismo, no lo deja hacer nada. No lo deja hacer nada.
Giving VEGGEY some input here.
Han spiller ikke så mye mid-range. Du trenger ikke å se etter whip punches så mye. Du må bare sjekke random dashes og sånt.
No importa lo que le digan, I don't care to say things.
So I did hear the word or the phrase random dashes. I'm pretty sure he's telling VEGGEY, you know, keep in mind that Mena does like to utilize random dashes. You should be checking him and his movement.
Almost definitely. I heard the like checking random dashes part. I'm like, Oh, wake up EXPP.
And look at that. See, Mena has a good idea of that. One of the dashes already coming through to close the gap. I like that. Swinging away from MENARD. Is still able to get the can. Okay, Mena doesn't have a counter to that strategy. Headbutt City. Watch out for the stun.
Big heavy buttons here. VEGGEY pushing to this corner. EX Tatsu blocked. Looking for a little mini shimmy there. Not gonna get it. Oh, wow. Wow, actually put him out of range of a full punish there from Mena. Yo, VEGGEY with the life lead right now. Not the worst situation. Trigger is on the table.
Oh, you still caught up airborne? I like that. The juggle state, that's new. I forget. Oh, you could have actually uppercut after that, but still MENARD.
Just not letting VEGGEY get anything started. Walking him down, locking him down in this corner.
Oh my God, yeah, bullhead right through the fireball, no matter what, if it was going to be grounded or the airborne. VEGGEY was 100% ready for the fireball. Oh boy, that was a big buffer.
Big damage here, and just VEGGEY getting caught at every turn at this point, it looks like. Backing up a little bit, starting to go for that neutral game. Mena spinning a lot of bar here. Forward throw, bad situation, armor to get through this time, and gets the trigger right on time. Back to the middle of the screen.
Dash up, forward throw now. Still, the walk speed is intimidating from the side of VEGGEY. Oh, hit the tail end of the Tatsu. Still got the activation. This is tough. Plus frames, you can't go through it.
Wow.
Extra durability on that. Not enough.
I'm not sure what he was trying to do, but that's going to be cool. Oh, again on the side of Bandits. This is looking good for them. Mena going to the back of the queue. VEGGEY eliminated. That leaves one final player on the side of NORDAVIND, and it's going to be the unleashed LUFFY. And just judging by the matches we saw from last week, this is definitely doable. Definitely doable.
You talk about the kind of dashes that MENARD likes to sneak in. LUFFY is definitely that cat who's invented that style of the bypass neutral, if you will. Shout out to JC, I see you. Bypassing neutral is the Luffy special. He wants to make sure that if he has meter, you're more intimidated by that and the dropkick and never expecting the double dash. He's playing in his go-karts when he plays as Armika. He's speeding through the course, making sure he gets to the finish line without you being able to play.
NORDAVIND is actually in second after last week, and it's because they don't have 4 losses. But if they take this loss here, that puts them tied up. It's a 3-way tie with NORDAVIND, Vodafone Giants, and Panda. Luffy cracking the knuckles, getting ready to go into action with that old PlayStation controller, though. It's like an old friend.
That is a classic. Yeah, he's been using that, I feel like, since birth.
All right.
He came out
the womb with the PS1 pad.
That is the same pad he's won Evo on.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember he's had plenty of interviews as to his peripheral of choice. Let's see how this works out for Luffy with the Armika fully unleashed. CABA was also the targeted ban from their last encounter in week number 2. Both characters, both players at max capacity. We're going to see the dream matchup for our very eyes.
Oh, wow, that dash was so good.
How did we get past the 5-knuckle shuffle?
Just dashing a little bit after, making it whiff. Already locked down in his corner.
Oh, no.
Brimstone.
Stun is there. Oh, you thought you could get him on the way down? That was a brave, actually a brilliant V-shift from the side of CABA.
Okay, and they're burning straight. Really exchanging a lot of series here. But life lead in favor of Luffy at this point. Oh, drop kick. Flying Peach. Same side. And didn't get the full target, actually.
Back throw now. Baby boom. That was a counter. Damn!
Okay, wait a minute. Sumo.
If he gets another secret
hit,
meaty.
Flash kick. The Deshko drop. What awareness by CABA. That's the first round. And CABA pops off instantly.
That was actually pretty beast. I was so concerned about when the Deshko was going to drop. I didn't see your hands. That's why. I didn't see Mika's hands.
Oh, I would have hit you drop. You would have heard it.
I was waiting for it. Oh, yeah. Stop the dashing. I like that. Using that round by that space, and now dashing with zone. CABA still gets hit with the counter hit. Irish whip following through with the Peach. Watch out for this corner pressure. No, sir. Pressing the jab, finding the button.
Man, my man's playing crazy, just swinging up close right here. But I understand, though. You don't want to get gripped. You don't want to get got, as they say.
Oh, you thought it was going to be a combo? Back is broken yet again.
Do it again. Oh, went for a throw. Not in range, though.
Yeah, I think there was a lot of hits on behind it, right? Because there was a counter hit jab. Get off of me. I like that. No, but still big interruption against the upside down kick. She's like, no, I don't want any of that. I stay on the ground with my feet. Don't do that.
Triggers on the table. CABA has a chance. Activate after the block boom.
Ooh, you thought it was going to be a throw? No, sir. 5-knuckle shuffle again.
Burning straight.
No
Is
way.
that going to hit the 2 still there? Oh, yeah, I was about to say.
1,000%. I was lying to you guys.
I was like, the 2 is there, but
I felt like he still was able to do so, just mistimed it.
Not dead.
Don't get grabbed. Oh, and he thought it too.
Yeah, he thought the grab was coming.
He heard me.
Yeah, that's only 1 round apiece, yo. Damn.
Damn, his name is Sonic Avenger?
Yo, word, that's what it said?
The memo says Sonic Avenger.
That's actually gone. The Sonic Avenger.
But did he actually avenge Nash, though?
I don't know, bro. My man.
Oh, boy. Every CPT, I have to hear that, Steve. Just go help me out.
That standing heavy punch. Good series here. Gets the drop kick. EX Peach to the corner. CABA's in trouble. Eats a throw. Boom is there.
Oh
Flash kick right there. Stay out of the air.
How are you going to make that kind of call? Here comes the trigger now. Checking the movement with the low medium kick. Trying to get the overhead followed down.
Unblockable. Hell yeah, you're dead. You thought you were going to live? Extra damage with the Deshko.
Sácalo para que piense como tú siempre haces.
No, tranquilo. Fue un error nada más. Fueron 2 Sonic Boom Super que te fallaron. Tranquilo. Suéltate, vamos.
CABA with a smile after getting those words of encouragement from MENARD. First round was looking great. Second and third, not so much for CABA. But this is exactly what I meant. Look at how quick these rounds can go the minute Mika gets in your head, bro.
I think with Luffy also having these 2 rounds in his favor, a lot more information to work with, he's going to be a little bit more aggressive. He knows he has the advantage, and now he's already taken to this guy's how many times over at sharp angles, already in his face, getting the brimstone.
Gets the drop kick.
And you hear VEGGEY in the background, just going in. Give him the Ric Flair motivation.
Another brimstone. Now you got to be careful. The throw mat is actually real now.
Ooh, I like that. Power bomb. The stun is there. Quickness.
Like I said, man.
Quickness. He visualized the attack.
What did I say? Just turns around quickly. You're fighting Armika. She gets in your head one time, and just everything goes out the window.
Double
Liquidate
dash,
everything.
bypassing neutral.
Get
You cannot
rid of it
pass
all.
go. To jail with you, sir.
Do not pass go.
You do not get to collect. Critical act still fully on deck. Oh,
Wow.
That was a counter hit. I think the shooting peach would have been a little too far
Yes,
out.
I don't know. She goes mad far when she starts up shooting
She
peach.
does. I've seen instances where, like, you know, the first hit drops, though. Because of the counter hit pushback.
This is exactly. Oh, you're
no,
dead. That's
you're
game.
deader than dead.
That's
That's
game.
help me out. And another one.
And another one. My work is never done. Whenever you call, Armika, I got it.
2 bulldogs in the same sequence? Those are good boys.
Well, we're going into overtime. And advantage is definitely going to be for Bandits right here, right? So they got Hermes, they have MENARD, and it's going to be Luffy versus Hermes Venatori.
Using that Cammy, right? The last interaction they had, Luffy played off with Colleen, took down Hermes Venatori, convincing him 2-0. I don't understand how different the dynamics are going to be this time around. Cammy, I feel like, does an excellent job against Mika, occupying that space around what she wants to do. I think so.
Well, let's see if Hermes Venatori can put it all together. They need, I feel like, look, it's too close to the playoffs to drop these kind of games. Bandits with the advantage. Mena better be paying attention.
You don't like Cammy in this matchup? Because I know you're a Mika player.
I'm a Mika player, but...
You don't think Cammy just kind of like runs over a little bit?
Runs over Mika?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were saying in the other way. I thought you were saying the other way. So, no. I actually think Cammy beats up Mika because she could just get away. She's always harassing. You have to be hard called on some of the air reads, especially if you don't have meter. So it's really all about how well you are at controlling the neutral versus Mika, and hope you don't get hit by some of these slides because that knockdown pressure is kind of scary. The Lady Mika placement from Luffy is just too good.
We'll talk about that, kind of stuffing out the dive kick. 2 attempts already. One was stopped by the back medium punch, others by the standing medium kick. And there we go. Hermes Venatori just playing around the ranges Luffy wants to get in at. And you see Luffy sometimes going into the stance. He's just standing
Talking
still.
to the crowd, though. Don't get grabbed, though.
2 microphones in a row. She can connect into her command grab now as a combo.
Oh, okay. Gets the jab peach right here.
Wow. She just whiffed. She actually
Hermes
just
Venatori,
whiffed.
wow.
That was sick.
Wow.
Oh, and
Yo,
he popped up.
he popped
He
off
got
at
off the city and looked at him and was like,
Looked at Luffy? Yo, VEGGEY getting high back there in the background. My man's leaning over the counter. Sir, don't make me tap the glass. Lean back. EX Peach to the corner.
They're about to have an arm wrestle.
Or double Lady Mika, what side? The same side, neutral jump ready. There's the V reversal and an answer with the EX Peach. And just
one
keep
is
betting.
gonna get punished.
Stun, Irish whip him back. Oh no, just taking the damage, huh?
Uh-oh, don't give him a chance at life. Cammy's can make this comeback happen.
And has trigger on top of that. So if you block something,
No.
Already
He
got.
looked at him. He looked at him mid-combo.
Oh, he said, not this time. The Nadeshko was like, yo, get away from my homie, yo. Get away from the homie, yo.
Drop kick was just in time. That other interaction, though, Hermes Venatori landing and using the invincibility frames on the uppercut, that was sick. That was such a great decision.
Oh, what a crush.
What?
Oh, drop kick, not close enough to get the follow-up. EX Peach to get the crush counter follow-up.
EX uppercut, get off of me. Hermes finding some time, or finding some space out the corner with some time to get himself a trigger.
Okay.
Uppercut, only way connects. Man, every significant hit he's landed, and a throw, he's still looking at him. He's looking at Luffy the entire time.
Walking him to the corner, too. Cammy with that superior walk speed. This is exactly what I mean, bro. I fight Cammy and Mika, I'm like, okay. Keep her in check. Nadeshko. Oh, side switch. And gonna keep the corner. Wake up. Yep, I knew it.
Uppercut,
I knew it.
Trigger incoming.
Gotta be careful with those jumps.
Oh, the back throw, not enough.
Gotta be careful with those jumps.
You think you
Gotta
can
be
climb?
careful with those jumps. I already knew what was gonna happen. Yo, Vic. Yo, VEGGEY is going on. I can see the redness in his face from here. Yo, make sure the table's okay. Right? Elgo Gunmo says the moose is loose, but it's not the homie this time. It is definitely not Phenom.
Too loose for the moose, if you ask me, man. VEGGEY's going in. Man, these guys are popping off.
Bro, they are getting hype. Oh, wow! Tried to reset. He tried to hit Hermes with the Hermes.
With the Hermes, yeah. And he looked at him. He's like, no, that's me. That's my move.
Oh, to confirm. Oh, counter hit. That's not good. Big damage here.
Don't get swung on. The sun is there.
Oh, that's the round.
A lot of scaling.
Oh, one guess, unless he takes the damage. Yeah.
Yo, he snatched him.
Yeah,
he's like, you do a V shift. Let me show you a real shift. Boom! Out of there.
Okay, Vicious. Okay.
He's just zooming past him right now. Dive kick plus frames. Yeah. Oh.
Something big here. Going for big buttons instead. Brimstone. Hermes on the ropes. Oh, that's gonna hit. Okay, and this gives you momentum back. It is the second round. I like this. Gonna be able to get some meter, double dash up. Back throw again.
Oh man, but it alleviates the pressure. I think that's what he wants to do though. Getting himself back into neutral. No chance of trigger activation for the side of Luffy unless he can get within range again. He doesn't need it. Gets the crush counter. This is dangerous. Oh, don't get unblockable. Plus frames, V-shift.
Oh, wow, what a perfect use of the V-skill 2 from Hermes.
If he did it again, he probably would have built, even if it was blocked. Oh, perfect, now he has it. Raw activation, probably not. He's looking for the hit first, but do not jump at this man. Don't even try to dive kick. He's gonna,
yeah, you can't, you actually can't.
He's gonna wingless airplane if you do it. I'm telling you, Steve, he's itching to do it. He wants to jump. Don't do it.
No,
don't
Hermes,
do it.
No, don't do it.
He wants him to do it.
Okay.
Oh, you should have done it.
Let's go. Don't need to do nothing but this. Let's go. 2-0. Look at VEGGEY. VEGGEY, fix your hair. Okay? You look way too cool right now. And you yelling this. Uh-oh. And Luffy stretching out the hands. Stretching out the fingers just to get ready for this next match. Capcom Cup champion versus past EVO champion happening right now on Street Fighter League. Let's go.
The matchup of dreams is here. If you build it, they will come.
We got 2 wins on the side of Bandits. We now have 2 wins thanks to Luffy on the side of NORDAVIND.
Now it's really overtime.
It's really overtime.
Here we go. MENARD getting himself geared up for Luffy, who's been
No ban.
No ban. That's right.
But still the Sakura.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Oh, we got the green side.
I like the color choice actually. Okay. I actually don't like the Monster Hunter outfit as much. I'm not the biggest fan of it.
I think it's dope.
Well,
do you see the claws on that?
Yeah, that's true. But she's a wrestler. Why does she need claws? That's what I thought.
It's protection against Nerigante, dude.
I guess. Oh,
you need to get extra.
So Monster and they got a wrestling. Okay, now
wrestle dinosaurs.
Now we're talking. If she's wrestling dinosaurs, you just sold me. I now officially like the outfit. Let's go.
There you go.
That's all you had to say, Vicious. Damn, bro.
I got you. I got you. Look at that.
Mika Typhoon.
If she can swing a dinosaur, she can swing a schoolgirl.
Right.
Easy. It's science. It's a scientific fact.
It's science.
Brimstonian. I'm not talking about history. Oh boy.
Okay, low forward. Going for the tech here. Luffy ready. Didn't believe in that crouching medium kick hit from Sakura right there.
Missing an opportunity to get something started, but it's fine. Yeah, I like that little jab check to get past the dive kick. Just within arms to get that throw. Anti-air from Luffy plus frames off the drop kick.
Activate. Forward throw.
Forced to guess. Adds a guess. Now in plus frame situation. Damn, still had time to dash up twice because of the follow through after the V-trigger fireball. Another throw. Check the legs and the movement now. Not an option, but the normals are.
Excellent
heavy punch
work. Activate. Yep. Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Dead. Nadeshko, help me out. Doesn't need to. Oh, you
doesn't even need
it.
it. You know she was hiding behind one of the monitors back there. I was like, do you? No, it's okay. It's all right.
That'd be sick if she was like fighting in the background against like the ninja and the wizard.
Right, that'd be sick. We called and she was like, hold up. Run up there.
Just grabs them and bulldogs them to their death.
Big damage here. Wake up, EX Shoryu coming from Mena, as he tries to fight his way out of this corner. Wow, the neutral drop gets the crush and misses the follow-up. Definitely could have had a big damage here and corner carry, but drops it.
Oh, this is going to be kind of interesting to see how MENARD is going to go for his trigger activation, but he might be dead very soon. Again, a big interruption there with a drop kick. Luffy making all the right reads. Oh, trigger is no longer on the table for MENARD. Back and forth, not pressing the button, so the throw is there. Another one. Don't get thrown anymore. Here comes the desk. What a block!
I like that. EX to keep her back. Getting scary.
It's too intense.
Almost anything will do it right now. Oh, wait a minute. Life just about even, slightly in favor of Armika at this point.
Oh,
plenty of meter.
I feel like it's even.
Nah, it's definitely in Armika's favor.
It's so hard to tell, chat. What do you think? Oh, it doesn't matter what you think because Armika giving him the chop. Woo! You can hear VEGGEY going off. Hey, stop slapping me. My armor hurts.
One more game and NORDAVIND officially reverses all the work Hermes did and the work that Mena did at this point. And now you see Mena taking a breather, thinking about it, going back to the character select screen.
And it's actually pretty nasty the way that Luffy's been doing it, right? 2-0 all across the board for all of his victims thus far. No extra W's.
Trimming the fat, bro.
And they need it. We talked about these final battles, right? We're going into the playoffs real soon. They need as many W's as they can get.
Nah, that's true. Definitely the closest Street Fighter League season we've had as of yet. Every win is going to mean something here. Stand medium kick that Sobot. Okay. The V-Skill 2 getting some shine right now.
It's usually a great thing to follow up after a standing heavy punch as well to kind of fish.
Oh, that Mika Typhoon.
Oh, another
again.
One.
And peep the stun on this. Peep the stun on how much stun Luffy is doing. What did I say before we even got here?
One hand in the air, V-shift out of there. No, sir. It's still going to be another swing set. You get the full family swing set. That was 3 in one game.
Like I said, what did I say before we got here? Luffy Unleashed can run through the whole team, and my man Mena just growled into the mic. Gets to confirm again.
Oh, no. Now you get set up for a Lady Mika reset, right? Forward fierce, crouching medium punch, one side, EX uppercut, doesn't matter. The trigger's on board. 4-man RD, plus frames, now you're stuck.
Forward throw. Mena has to make this a series of fortunate events for his Sakura and the entire team. Reversal Shoryu.
That was the last of his meter too. Still has trigger. Wow. That was the perfect timing to use a V trigger in between the normal. That would have been dangerous. That would have been game.
The jump back. That's why if you read it, you got to jump straight up. But there's meter, so it could have been the wingless airplane. One more hit could be it. I'm looking for a throw, and I knew that's what it was gonna be. And the turnaround goes to NORDAVIND and that unleashed Luffy. You do not let a wild Luffy and Amika wander around in your backyard. That's what can happen. The backyard is the anchor position. Can you put a leash on that thing? Did you just call me a zing?
What?
That's Luffy talking about people disrespecting his Mika as he gets this W.
Yeah, man, he ain't about them jokes. I said it earlier, right? Luffy ain't goofy when the moose is loose. That's the thing. But VEGGEY, I gotta say, he has to be the vocal MVP. My man was popping off. He was getting in Hermes' head. He was getting in CABA's head. I think he might have gotten in MENARD's head because we heard an audible. He was like,
bro, we heard it on the mic. We heard it. Shout outs to Astro giving us these 840s because that was clear. I thought it was an animal in there. Talking about the wild Luffys and the unleashed Luffy, excuse me.
So that was 3 straight. 3 straight from Luffy. We got another OCV on the board. Only 4 wins on the side of Bandits, but an impressive 6, man. 6 in a row. And I feel like the round count was way more so in Luffy's favor. I don't even know if he got a single round off of that. I'm talking about MENARD. That was ridiculous. It was actually ridiculous. There's a reason why it gets real serious in the second half, right? You got to pick and choose your bands accordingly. Now that Mika is loose, you didn't even have time to warm up to it. You have to face him towards the second half going into the playoffs for your playoff spot.
That's a bad look. That's terrible.
No.
I would I'm looking at this and I'm like, man, every season I get examples of when we should have banned somebody. We should have a segment when we should have banned them. Like, I'm literally banning Luffy. I would have let him rock the first half, because that second half is where I would have tried to make my run. At least then I could get him off the table and deal with Phenom and VEGGEY. We know VEGGEY has the birdie, but Phenom with the multiple characters, I would rather have Luffy on the wings, right? Have him not as big a threat and deal with Phenom and VEGGEY.
Way too close. Again, we did give a little bit of a mention to Astro, but we want to properly thank them for being the headset and mix amp of Street Fighter League Season 4, supplying all the players with those A40 headsets, being able to hear everything in terms of the game sound. We get to hear all of the trash talk going on as well, all the comms and the swappable boom mics, because I feel like these guys were yelling into it a little bit too loud. But the thing is, you don't even really have to, because of the durability and the quality of these headsets. If you want to pick one up for yourself, check out the Twitch panel below. While we get into our interview with our winners, Rob TV is standing by with Luffy and Team NORDAVIND.
For one to rise, unfortunately, someone does have to fall. And of course, there's some people whose hearts probably sunk when they saw Team Bandits and their ship go down. But there are others, and I'm sure that you are among that group, who are extremely excited to see exactly how that went down. My guy, Luffy, in the clutch situations when it matters the most, able to clutch it out for his team yet again. Luffy, how amazing do you feel right now, bro?
I feel great. So today I will be serious. I'm not training today. Okay. So yeah, today was very important because it will define if we were in the playoff or not. And so I will try to play my best. And I was actually little bit scared about MENARD. Yeah. So we didn't ban Birdie, so he had to choose against Sakura. He had to choose between picking Birdie or Sakura. Yeah. Then what's great is he actually picked Sakura, which was great for me.
Okay, yeah, and but in this case, were you at all worried when you saw Hermes VENATORI actually get that victory over Phenom at the beginning? I mean, at that point, I'm not gonna lie, I thought it might be ugly for y'all.
Yeah, I was a little bit shocked a bit that Phenom lost against Hermes, but it didn't change a lot. It was the thing that will change was my playing time, because I knew I was gonna beat him. But I would have played more, but I guess that's how you enjoy Street Fighter. Like, you play more, it's good.
Luffy, amazing play from you up to this point. Extremely important win for Team NORDAVIND there. Of course, these guys are looking extremely strong. Can't wait to see what you guys do in the playoffs. If you do make it there, right now your chances are looking very strong. Team Bandits, oh my goodness, it definitely hurt to see you guys go out that way, but that's just the nature of Street Fighter League. Ladies and gentlemen, the action does not stop here, because even after this amazing play, we also are going to have Team UYU going head-to-head with Team Panda, when both of these teams need these victories right now. Ladies and gentlemen, it all goes down after this break.
Back into the second team battle of the week here at Street Fighter League Season 4 with week number 13. My name is Vicious, here with Tasty Steve, and we have ourselves a pretty important match as well as some information to give you guys, to give you in check with what's going on right now. UYU versus Panda is what you're coming up with next, and what you're going to expect is going to be very, very important going into it, because this is getting closer to the playoffs. However, it's going to be a little different this time around.
We have been operating Street Fighter League for a while now. We're here at Season 4, and unfortunately, Justin Wong did have to leave the competition. We do wish him the best, but as per Street Fighter League rules, you do get an alternate, in which case a team does have an open slot, and that's already been identified. However, Punk took it amongst himself, especially considering that it wouldn't be fair to the other teams to say, you know what will happen? I have no problem playing 2v3 for the remainder of the season. For the remainder of the season, Team Panda will be down a player because Justin Wong did have to leave. They do have an alternative, but it wouldn't be fair to the other teams. So it's been decided that they will not be having an extra player unless Panda somehow makes the playoff. And if you've been paying attention to the standings, it's a very tight-knit race. And of course, all the other teams did agree to this, but Punk still was okay with running a man down on his team for the remainder of the regular season.
I'm kind of curious to see how Punk feels about it, because he took it upon himself. He had this long discussion due to those personal reasons of Justin Wong having to leave. Rob TV actually has the full breakdown to kind of talk to Punk and see how he's feeling. You guys definitely want to listen into this interview with Team Panda and Punk.
Heavy is the head that holds the crown. And bro, don't sit up all straight when I say that, bro. Never actually scratch that whole part right there. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here with Punk the Gizzy. What's going on with you, bro?
How you doing? I'm doing good,
No,
bro.
you got a little bit too excited when I was about to hype you up like that.
No, it's just funny because, you know, you didn't want me to sit up straight.
Yeah. I mean, are you trying to sit up, like, as far as, like, a height thing again? Bro, you're not even that like, you ain't even up there that crazy.
I'm not. I wish I was, like, 6'1", but, you know, I'd definitely be dunking on people.
You know, I probably can dunk right now.
No.
All right, but, you know, no, I can't. But, you know, Punk, there's a very interesting and unprecedented situation going on right now where, you know, because of personal reasons, Justin had to step away from you guys' team, from Team Panda for the rest of Street Fighter League.
Yeah, of course, I wish Justin all the best, you know, and I hope everything is fine with him.
You chose that you are willing to play with just you and Nephew for the rest of the regular season. In a situation like this, what made you decide that you are willing to sacrifice and just play with 2 players for the rest of the regular season?
Well, I mean, it's definitely still a chance that we can get kicked out the playoffs. So, you know, that is definitely a thing. But I just feel like for the teams, it's kind of fair, I guess, because they do prep, you know, they do a lot of prep probably coming here. I don't know. Myself, I do not, so I can't speak on everyone else. Yeah, a lot of teams do prep for all the players that's coming here. And so I do think it's more fair. Even if I had to, me and Nephew had to just play 2v3 the whole time and everyone wanted that, you know, I was fine with that. But I feel like, I guess that is fair. You know, that's where everyone came. I just wanted what was best for everyone. Yeah. You know, no matter if it makes my team worse or better or whatever the case may be, you know, at the end of the day, I come to play and I know I'm better than everyone here. So to me, it just doesn't matter what was settled. I just wanna, you know, I just wanna play. If I lose, I lose. If I win, I win.
I mean, clearly, there is some fire in you about this, like in your heart, when it comes to even you just talking about this, like the talking about competition. Punk, before I let you go, I do want to ask you about your next match. You are going up against Team UIU, and so you know, like I know a lot of people behind the scenes were saying that UIU is out. They are not officially out of it, even numerically. It ain't even like it takes some super crazy. It's because they're 1-1 with NORDAVIND, and I think the Giants they beat the Giants as well. So they're not even out of it yet. So they're going into it. They need it. Of course, you guys, like, it would be very helpful for you to get this win. You know, how are you gonna approach that match? How do you like your chances? I know you keep it a buck. You know, how do you like your chances with these players? How's your history with them?
I feel like me and Nephew against UIU is actually a good pairing if we can get rid of NL's Cammy. Yeah. Because I think the Cammy is like just really hard for, especially if I don't have Karen, I feel like it's really hard for us to actually beat the Cammy.
True commitment to his craft and who he is. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 people, 1 person, it doesn't matter, regardless, Punk the God.
As confident as ever, even in the situation of being down a player. That is the kind of attitude I want. You want to win, my man wants to win. That is some very much alpha mentality right there,
like that
man.
A lot. Yeah, even if you don't like him, you damn well will respect him because of his mentality and attitude towards the competition, right? He thinks he's better than everybody, and he's come to prove it in multiple seasons, in and out of Street Fighter League, in the CPT, wherever you see Street Fighter 5, Punk is always willing to prove that he's the best, and that is the best thing about it. He will take the handicap. He will just say, you know what, we're going to run through you guys no matter what, because you know what, I still think I'm better than you guys, and I think Nephew is going to be the perfect person to do it with me. Y'all are going to have to hold this because we're coming in full force. Still.
Let's talk about this UIU team.
Sure, let's talk about it, right? NL, Oil King, and Kami, they've had a little bit of a rocky start, but getting 2 Ws on the board at least in this season. The first 2 they've gotten in these past 2 seasons have been significant enough to get their morale going, but there are certain instances where NL, the newest member of Team UIU for Street Fighter League specifically, hasn't felt that full confidence yet from his gameplay. We saw him fall short in the mirror match, which is unprecedented, by the way, because of how well NL has been performing throughout the entirety of 2021, right? That's going to be a huge hindrance to the confidence of UIU, but I'm kind of curious about it. I want to know if that actually meant something. In fact, Rob TV is standing by with Kami to give us that info.
One of the best business minds in the scene, obviously one of the strongest players that we have here in America, and clearly the second most fashionable person on this camera right now, my brother Kami from UIU. What's going on, bro?
I'm good.
Bro, why do you do me like that, though? Do you agree with everything I just said?
Not the second most fashionable.
All right, you know, and another thing that I respect is that, you know, you guys have come a long way since you know, last season and since that you had the LUFFY over here talking trash, trying to get in you guys' head early on, where you guys had all that pressure when you get that, and you ended up getting that first win out the way, right? And, you know, how would you say that, like, the vibe has been this season for you guys overall with this journey versus last season? Like, how's this season been for you so far?
Well, last season we went 0-10, so I think, you know,
of course,
anything is better than, you know, going 0-20. But even now, our score isn't the best. We've lost a lot of crucial games and whatnot, so I guess we're just going one step at a time, one game at a time. Like you said with the LUFFY thing, like I believe the first time we played him, he was like, a team would do anything when they're 0-12 or 0-13. Without the headset, but it's like, I heard him, but like, I don't really mind. So okay, we're just chilling.
You know, and you know, as far as now though, like you guys have fought to a spot where you are like in the playoff picture at this point. You have 2 wins, and the teams above you have 4 wins. But you only need to get top 4 to make it. So if you have 2 games left, you guys are still in it up to this point. So you know, like these last games are pretty much a must-win scenario. How does it feel going into those games knowing that though?
I mean, I feel like we're gonna go into, you know, normally how we go into it. We've already lost I feel like the crucial games. Like these games are like, they're all really important. Every game is important as well. But I think the match versus like LUFFY and stuff, we should have won because they align better with our characters or so. So I feel like the next matches are harder, so we'll just have to go full force. Maybe we went a little bit too reserved in the other matches, even though, you know, of course we still playing full force or whatever, but you know, we just lost the crucial, like I said, the crucial matches.
You know, overall right now, like another team, you know, that has one of your best friends on it is Team Panda. You know, got Punk the Gizzy on there and all that. And that is who you're gonna be fighting next. So right now, just like you guys need this win, you know, they need it as well. But you guys are a team you faced adversity before. Do you think that there could be any type of a mental disadvantage and pressure on themselves when they come into this next match?
Well, with you saying that, I feel like, you know, both of us aren't, like, we're pressured, but the way, you know, you worded it as if they've never been pressured before, but maybe, I would say maybe NEPHEW hasn't, because, you know, the last year or so, he didn't really travel as much, you know, more of online. But Punk is always in the bad scenario. Like, he always needs to win a tournament from losers, or, you know, there's always some drama. Like, it's always a bunch of pressure on Punk whenever he hit. I think that's just how he likes to play at this point. Like, he just puts a bunch of pressure on himself, or say, you know, I'll beat this person 10-0, and then he'll have to play them. Or like, you know, the thing with Mr. Crimson, and then now they've played like 3 times after that. Whenever there was like beef with IDOM, he had to play IDOM nonstop, and then with Problem X nonstop. So I think Punk is very just calm or adjusted to being able to play under like such high pressure situations. As for us, I think Oyu King and NL is the same. Maybe not NL as much because he doesn't travel, but these are all like world class players that's been in Capcom Cup and whatever besides for me or so. So I think, you know, everyone is just going in to give it their best or whatever. I don't think anyone's looking at it, you know, like, oh, this is so much pressure or whatever. You know, you just want to win. Everybody wants to win at the end of the day.
Do you personally feel pressure to, you know, make your voice deeper on camera like you be doing?
What do you mean?
Like you know, you don't sound like that.
You think?
No, you don't sound like this.
I think it's just the morning.
No. In general, I feel like you sound like LUFFY.
Really?
In the regular day.
You think I sound like LUFFY?
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how to say bye in French, but I would if I could right now. Always a pleasure talking to my boy, Carby.
Peace out.
Just as Tasty Steve had mentioned before, this is a do or die situation for Team UYU. They need to accomplish this victory over Team Panda, especially in this current state, or else their spot for top 4 is pretty much out of the running.
If they can make this happen, having them get a chance to go to the playoffs is amazing.
Yes,
but
absolutely.
You know Punk is not going to give that to them.
No, nobody's going to give it to him, to be quite honest with you. He's going to, or every one of these teams, the other teams that UYU has to face off against, they're going to make him work for it. The fact of the matter is, this is the team they need to beat right here and now. Let's take a look at the bands, right? The band picks coming in from UYU is indeed going to be carrying. They are aiming it towards Punk. A depowered Punk, Panda is picking Cammy as their ban pick. So that's going to be very, very interesting. NL not able to play.
And Punk just hedging his bets with Ryu this time. And then NL going back to the Ryu. So Vega versus Ryu, that's going to be the matchup. We've seen Punk in earlier weeks pull out the Vega, and it didn't work out in his favor, I believe. And I think he was playing against Big Bird when we saw the Vega last time.
That was the exhibition, yeah.
Yeah. So here we go. The Ryu for NL, not going to have access to that Cammy because of the ban, but here we go.
And this is the character we've seen also highlighted at the Intel World Open as well as the Capcom Pro Tour in the NA East region. He's had a lot of time with this character, and look at this already, kind of finessing some of the ideas or strategies that NL wants to employ in the neutral phase. Fireball's getting blown up, trying to throw out low medium kicks a lot, stand medium punch, just stuffs it out. Punk knows, look at this, man. He understands the footsie game.
You know, one of the things I always look at is like how these people who are used to playing certain characters play them now, especially when they go to these newer characters to kind of take advantage of some of their better skills. The range game, the footsie game, the neutral game is something that definitely gets powered up by the fact that Vega has so much more range with that claw, and somebody like Punk with his footsies, you gotta be careful.
He would be an excellent shoe salesman, Steve, because he knows all about the footsies. He knows about the whole department. In fact, he's making his own shoe line.
The V skill working out something tremendous here.
That's not an exaggeration. Look at him just finessing. Again, I cannot emphasize that enough. He's going past everything NL's trying to do towards him, but now keeping it close quarters, sneaking in these dashes. Punk not ready for it.
You see NL kind of clinch up a little bit with the offense, saying, you know what, I'm getting hit a couple too many times. Has to tighten it up. Life lead still in his favor. Wow, eats the full trigger. Gets the knockdown. Full CA on the table for Punk. I'm surprised we didn't see it. Sweep activation. Trying to get something. Oh my God!
You are nasty! Yo, not even a change of look on his face, too. He took that sip of water and he's like, it's good.
Bro, wait. Did y'all see what before? He actually hit him, and while Vega was going to the wall, Punk was reaching for the water.
Yep. Oh, he knew. Oh, without a doubt, he knew. He saw that VC. I was like, you actually
got him. Their playoff hopes ride on this match. On this team battle, their playoff hopes ride. If they don't beat Panda, their playoff dreams are dead. And honestly, I don't think that secures Panda even. I don't even think that still secures Panda even if they win this one, if I'm not mistaken.
It does not secure it, no. There's still a chance also with Bandits hanging behind.
Oh. Wow. Punk's spacing is ridiculous. Finally gets the low forward into the Tatsu. Punk takes this chance to V-shift and get back to the safe range where the pokes are plenty.
Yeah, medium punch has been the main tool, crouching or standing. I think standing, again, just kind of being out of that range of the fireball to get the trade-off, or at least hit the startup of it and stuff it out. And Eno kind of spotted that. He used the EX fireball for that particular reason, to get it faster.
Okay. A lot of different activations, a lot of different options for activations with these triggers, and it's working out. What an anti-air. And the whip punishes are ridiculous. This dude Punk, bro.
This is the alternate universe of the Street Fighter movie. Imagine if Ryu actually lost to Vega that day. That would have been crazy. Him and Ken would have had to go home.
Right? They would have.
Would have been wild.
Can't believe this guy's cheating in a Street Fighter. He's got a claw in his hand. Maybe I'm not meant to be a Street Fighter. Ryu works at Walmart. All right, here we go. Yo, he's reaching. Oh, the air throw.
No.
Okay, finally gets a hit. NL trying to get something started and gets out of the corner with that heavy kick Tatsu.
Oh. Look at the swipes right now. Okay, activation time, double dash forward, closing the gap while in trigger. This is like the first couple of times we got to see this from NL actually throwing out fireballs while in trigger.
And gets out of the corner though. Punk playing back just a little bit. Quick recovery on those normals from Vega. Gonna keep Punk just a little bit safer. Lots a CA on the table for Punk and Trigger. Full resources. Not dead yet. Goes for the light kick. Cross up in the corner. Punk's out of there. Activate. Puts himself in the corner. Stays in front. The jab didn't work.
So on the same side. He's fireball trying to get a little bit of that life remaining from Punk. But any confirm, by the way?
You mean this confirm into the CA? Are you dead? Are we gonna see you another day? Oh, and look at the crazy face on Vega. Punk shaking hands, dapping, I should say, with NL. That's gonna be the first game in the bow to send them out of the team
Steve,
battle.
I got a question for you.
Sir.
This might be a big one. Was that 4 rounds straight? That was indeed 4 rounds straight.
That was 4 rounds
It was a
straight.
rhetorical question. You know why? Because that was some bus ass. That was actually ridiculous. Did you see the way that he managed this Vega over NL's Ryu? We've seen NL's Ryu on the CPT, but not to this degree. I didn't see him get to play. I'm just saying, man, that's... Damn. That's impressive.
Well, I can tell you what's about to happen right now. Punk goes to the back of the queue. And now we have NEPHEW coming up. The last active member right now of Team Panda. Once again, UIU with the power play in this instance, man. It's going to be Kami going up against NEPHEW here. And really interested to see what character we're going to get from Kami. We knew that Colleen is definitely the character that NEPHEW goes with a lot of times, but Kami's been making quite a few strides when it comes to that Akira. I feel like every time we see the Akira, there's something new added to the repertoire, whether it be a combo, a dope reset in the corner that we saw a couple weeks ago, just a lot.
We'll see. Wait a minute.
Here we go.
Wait a minute.
The Akira is who it will be. Ooh.
Background house is what it will be. And the Fierce afterwards.
Dash up and already in this corner, right next to the sign. Okay, gonna be able to get the punish here. Okay, full launch. Back throw.
Now this is gonna be great for Akira in the hands of Kami. Just out of this range of Fierce and the back roundhouse. Just trying to look for it.
Ooh.
That is an excellent bait. Daigo, bring it up to the other side. Side switch again, V-skill 2.
Man, this damage though. Okay, uses the trigger. Gets the knockdown. Big damage on the side here for Kami. Oh, wake up,
take your
EX.
turn back. I like that from Kami. After being disrupted after the elbow, there was a counter hit on board. Kami might have pressed something, anything really. As soon as the onslaught stopped, or the pressure stopped from Colleen, immediately opted for the EX uppercut. I like that.
We saw Mena do that. Not Mena, we saw Punk do that a couple weeks ago.
That was against right.
The stand line kick, confirming the EX Parabellum, takes the Oki, sets up a hailstorm right after.
That hit at the toes.
Oh, elbow to get the knockdown mid-screen. Another throw. Kami with the round lead. Activate off the stand light kick for Colleen. NEPHEW's tick throws.
Oh. So you see those loop jumps coming out from Kami. He's preparing himself for any sort of dash that NEPHEW decides to go for, but he didn't bite 2 times over. Oh, you still hit! That was cool. What's the mix?
Oh, that was sick.
You made the read.
That was sick. Check there with the EX elbow.
That was actually godlike.
NEPHEW needs to be careful. There's meter on the table. Not going to be able to get the kill, but I feel like with the combo, she should be able to get 2 bars and at least get the corner carry. 2 bars to EX on the side of Colleen as well.
Very scary spot. Any hit will be pretty much game for NEPHEW. A cancelable one, that is. Excuse me. A background house counter hit might kill?
I don't know. I don't think so, though. He might have a sliver. Goes for the cross-up. Backdash by NEPHEW. Oh. 10 seconds left. There's a throw. This isn't good. Life lead. Oh,
that's gonna hit.
Oh, first game goes to Kami and tries to wake and go for the raw activation. Full resources on the side of NEPHEW as he goes down that first game.
That would have been kind of tough, too. If he had blocked that, I think Kami would have potentially lost. I don't think he had any V-gauge on him, right? So that situation after EX elbow, being -2, NEPHEW would have been able to chip away as much as possible. Like heavy punch into heavy parabellum, or actually like medium parabellum to keep the block string tight, get that chip damage into critical art, it would have killed him.
Okay.
What a time to press a button. I like that. Finding the rhythm, disrupting it.
Crouching medium punch. And just walking Kami to this corner, and he is okay playing this stationary. He's got a pretty good grasp of what the Akira's normals, how they work, moving her forward, getting these big hits and these knockdowns. You're seeing a lot of conversions into V-trigger while swings back into the parabellum. Vanity clips him out of the air.
Yes, sir.
Kami in trouble.
He has been quite in this corner for quite some time. The trigger is ready for him, but no, the vanity step out of there. I like that.
That was he wanted the block to get the activation.
I'm out of here.
No anti-air. That's
back
done.
row is done. Oh, okay, I was gonna say it is.
Wow. Set point coming up here for Kami versus Nephew. I told you the Akira is every week we see it, it's something else added to it. Slowly but surely becoming a completed character for Kami. We've already seen the Seth. We saw a lot of the Akuma, but this time it's the Akira.
I like it. So much patience there from Kami, but still, yeah, -2 scenario. Tried to use the jump out.
Oh, gets the counter. First one we've seen.
The frame kill into the forward throw now. Checking with the heavy punch is Nephew. Here's the activation from Daigo. He's gonna sit there.
The back throw. And this is the situation Kami has done so well in. Reads the jump. What a play by Kami.
Forward throw now. Still got a lot of life to work with. That was meaty enough to follow through. I like it.
And that was the same situation that we saw last time. Wow, actually gets around the EXDP. That's gonna be a round for Colleen. Man, she barely escaped that. That was really scrambling. Nephew needs this round if he wants to stay alive in this team tournament. In this team battle, excuse me.
Go forward into the fireball. Just chipping away a little bit. It's Kami.
A little too early for the throw there.
That's a punish. Big time punish. Oh, it still hits! That was an unfortunate time to V-shift.
Wow. Okay, check here.
Uses the turn after.
Goes back to these heavy buttons from Akira. Like I said, moves her forward quite a bit. Back
dash
throw.
up. I like that. Sneaking in the turn. Cross-beanie punch to pursuit afterwards. Checking the movement as well, making sure she's stationary after the roundhouse. Here comes the activation time. Jumping out of the way is Nephew. Kami does not want to be involved with any of the spears.
Anti-air this time. Nephew, like I said, needs this round. Trigger is active, so you see Kami playing back a little bit to skate up, just waiting for a whiff. What a delay. What a stagger on the offense. And ready for the throws this time. Not ready for the input this time, though. Dash up, actually got to hit into the target, into the parabellum, the cross-up. Not going to make anything happen. This situation is bad. If there's no meter used, CA could be an option. CA could be an option to drop. Throw, that's it. That's it. Oh, no, wait, the fourth throw took off less damage. No activation. CA, he can't activate because he'll get chipped out.
Yeah, but he can't do activation raw, I don't think.
He can't do activation at all. He's going to get chipped out.
No, I mean, like, now he can't do critical heart.
Oh my God, Nephew, you got only a second and he makes it. Oh, jeez. Oh my. Oil King stepping in with some words.
It's okay. Don't move in here. It's okay. Never mind. Go. Keep going. You want to go back, calm down a little bit? Up to you. Maybe you go back, calm down a little bit. And go back a second. No? Oh yeah, go back. Take a little break. Perfect, you know what?
I'm gonna antagonize you just a little bit. I dare you to use your bar on me and see if you can get it. He went for the EX fireball in the air to kind of bait something on the ground, like an instant one. But I feel like just threatening with the EX is a little bit longer, or a little bit later, would have been better because there was only 2 seconds left on the clock by the time he died.
Yeah. And you see, it's like time, I feel like it speeds up. Like it legit speeds up. I'm like, damn, bro, you ain't got much time. But here we go, 1 game apiece here. And still, these are all points on the board, right? The fact that Kami did get that match, regardless of what happens, that's points on the board. Walk up, making him block the Hailstorm. Nephew seeming to have a little better understanding of this matchup, at least in the beginning.
See a lot of pressure coming in from Nephew. A huge turnaround, by the way. Okay, off of his back throw.
Speaking of turnaround, back throw with the position switch. Activates the trigger. Oh, wow. Didn't make anything happen from it, though. Got to look for the throw. Not ready for the jump, and almost got the follow-up.
Too far?
Whiff punish with the EX Parabellum. Takes the Oki this time around.
There's the activation. You got to sit there and wait for these tick throws. Nope. That's exactly what Nephew wanted you to do. Another icicle spear.
That's
right through the heart.
How's that not fair?
Bro, that done mad damage.
It's because, there wasn't much scaling.
But it was looking so good.
It was looking so good, dude.
At around the 82nd mark, Nephew had already pushed Kami to the corner. I don't know if there's going to be like a significant mental stack on Kami, but to be honest, the way we're seeing it right now, it just might as well be.
Lots of swinging in his mid-range here. Still fighting at the middle of the stage, and you see...
Okay,
what a Nephew with a smile. Was happy about that.
Finally. Oh, nice punish.
God, I
though.
love this song too.
Yeah, they're definitely having fun right now.
Yeah, Punk has been talking to him all day.
Okay,
Air
2 in a
throw.
row.
All match, I should say. Kind of loosening up Nephew to make sure he's in his right.
Oh, that was sick.
Shit,
It's a
he
little
ready.
damage off the V trigger.
I've honored my responsibility.
As a big brother, I know, Doggo. As a fellow big brother, I understand the responsibility. Block on the parabellum.
Oh.
Fishing right now.
Back to back roundhouse.
Back throw.
It'd be huge for the side of Kami, right? Does have a good amount of bar on him, but speaking of bars, here comes the trigger. Do not get baited into a tick throw or even a throw bait, man. You gotta just sit there and chill, no pun intended, and that's what Nephew's planning to do as the trigger winds down. Is he gonna dash forward?
We saw what happened last time. That V trigger is what got Colleen in, and here we go. One more instance, you're guessing for your life after this throw. Kami. Good defense. The Mega Man jump not gonna work, but it's only 8 seconds left. This is almost impossible.
Oh, almost.
It doesn't matter, bro. It's almost impossible, bro.
Oh boy.
Yeah. That's. But man, I tell you what though, Kami. Yeah, that was pretty close. Every time Kami comes up, it's been seasons. It's been like this. Exponentially improving. I know my man say he's coasting, but I'm not buying it anymore. My man is definitely out there sweating. Can somebody go see if he's sweating? Can we get a close-up? Because he looks like he's trying. He definitely looks like he's trying.
As soon as he closes the door, he starts up the training room. You knock on his door. He's like, Kami, what are you doing?
Kami, what are you doing? I'm listening to some music and dressing up to look cool. You sure? I'm pretty sure I heard training stage music in there.
No,
Are those buttons?
No, I'm giving myself a tattoo, Mom. Get out of here.
Leave me alone. I'm a rebel, Mom. I can't believe that's not -2. What'd you say? I said I hate you.
What? That's oh, my God.
Wow. Kami.
Let's take a look now. It's going to be Vega coming in from the side of Punk versus Oil King. Fully unleashed Rashid, by the way.
Yeah, this is the last leg of this team battle here.
His Rashid just applies a little bit more pressure, a little bit scarier to deal with, considering all the tools that Rashid has. But I will say, man, his Seth is equally scary. In my personal opinion, watching that V Trigger 2 play is...
Bro,
it's beautiful.
I feel like every time we saw his Seth get a V Trigger 2 set up, it was a different one. Like, we saw so many different... We even saw ones, like, they was like, we didn't know you could do. So that's even better. But here we go. Vega versus Rashid. The Street Fighter V newcomer. The UYU Rashid outfit, of course.
Man, I remember when this song came out, too. When they were showing that off at Capcom Cup.
Bro, this song in the trailer actually gets me hyped.
So good.
Okay. V-Trigger 2 for Rashid. Wow. Can't believe Punk was ready for that.
Man, this stage is so sick.
This stage is ridiculous. As a fan of Street Fighter 3, this stage is actually ridiculous.
It's true. Oh. Look at the amount of control, too, from Punk. We talked about this earlier in his matchup against NL. Playing the neutral game is going to be so important, but when Rashid gets you in the corner, which he will,
it's only a matter of time.
It's going to be so difficult. And yeah, using the V-Trigger as an escape option is smart from Punk.
Stand medium punch, checks him on the legs, finds an opening, spinning mixer to the corner. Small scramble here with a bunch of trades. CA is on deck for Vega, but he is in the corner and he lost the mask.
He got both off of one throw. Did you see that? The claw came off and the mask at the same time? That was unfortunate.
He was he was on an offensive run, and I feel like Oil King understands this. He's like, look, I'm going to stay on you. Vega known for his mobility and his reach, but Rashid always has a way in, I feel like. Ought to be a big punish here.
Oh, a giant punish.
Big usage on the CA. Going to be able to get all that back in this round. Dash up.
And what a weight, too. He was looking for any sort of reversal option from the side of Oil King, which he's known to do, which he's known for.
The spinning mixer cowboy. I've heard tell. Okay, powered up. Ah, there we go. What are you doing, Pilgrim?
Even Punk kind of put his head up in the sky. He's like, of course he was.
Okay, wait a minute. This is not out of the hands of Oil King yet.
And it's so tough. Wow, you found an opening there? Threading the needle like he should. Yeah, I mean, he knew. He definitely knew. He understands the fight, right?
Big crush. Dunk him? Wow, too early with the crouch jab, though.
I don't think he's gone out of claw stance like ever.
You want the range. You want the range. This is good for the footsies. Uh-oh.
What happens when you're up close? Oh, the Mastodon doesn't even matter. The mask, or the claw and the mask.
Yeah, the claw went first, the mask went second, and finally baits it.
You should keep going for it. It's not working.
Bro, I tried the air grab.
Yeah, I know.
It got smacked. Oh, man.
All right, Punk goes down a game right now.
It's kind of a little bit of a struggle, right? I think when it comes to the neutral game, Punk obviously kind of like dominates it, but there's something about Oil King where he finds these moments to push Punk into the corner so easily. Yeah, the whirlwind shot kind of alleviates that pressure from something like a medium punch or forward heavy punch.
Crush.
Until you start dashing in his face.
Oh. Oh, no claw.
Throw, not quite stunned yet.
Crouching heavy punch, goes back to the claw, looking for the wall jump, actually puts himself in the corner, Punk in trouble. We saw what happened last match when this corner was in control for Rashid and Oil King. Reset, stays on the same side, goes for the V shift, Oil King ready, V reversal this time, Oil King is on him, but not on him enough, finds a way out, baits the spinning mixer, and that's gonna be a round for Punk.
And he knew it too, he had a little bit of a chuckle as soon as he saw that EX spinning mixer, he's like, I know.
Left next to even grab.
Good punish on the retraction of that forward heavy punch. There is a pretty considerable amount of time to get the punish going from that range.
Normal spinning mixer as an anti-air.
Oh!
Punish.
Oh, he didn't get it this time, too far.
Didn't walk forward far enough. Vegas got range, but you ain't got that much range.
Yeah, considering the walk speed too, I feel like he would have been well within.
Yeah. Man, these spinning mixers to keep Punk at bay is just so good. You want to stay that range, fine. But these, and you got to remember, the running spinning mixer too. Whirlwind shot. What an interrupt.
Yep.
Very smart, very smart. Are you going to spend it? No. Back throw. Gets the corner. Trigger two. Oh,
that
the jump in.
Oh,
no, CA.
Oh,
he's spinning it now. He's definitely spinning it now. Look at the crazy face. You can't see it because of the mask on, but the face that Vega has as he goes up during the CA, he looks smooth crazy, bro.
He's not going to let you get away with it forever. You got away with it a lot the first game, but he's starting to check stand medium punch to EX Whirlwind now, so don't do it.
You can't even see it there. Look at how wide his eyes are getting.
I told you, man, you know, the crazy eye. Yeah.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go.
Into the next round, or excuse me, into the next game, all tied up 1 apiece. Punk has been dictating the pace with the claw stance, using standing medium punch, using these forward heavy punches. Now I'm kind of focusing on what Oil King's gonna do. He gets these instances with the tornado, by the way.
Ooh, I like that.
Or the mixer, I should say.
So I'm gonna tell you right now, one of the things that we can start looking for,
another spinning mixer.
Stand medium kick being one of them. Crouching heavy punch. A little slower, but and Punk probably will react, so you can tell he's playing that range where he wants it to whiff.
Yeah, he's utilizing the walk speed of Vega to kind of make you think he's going to be well within range of that crouching heavy punch so that he will whiff punish it accordingly.
Wow, the movement here.
The punish? Yes, you can. You definitely can. Using the other version of the V reversal to get past the enhanced spinning mixer. So smart.
Tried to go for another throw. Bro, the way this song is... Oh.
The critical moment. Getting there, closer and closer. 35 seconds left on the clock with a decent life lead here for Punk. 1 bar as well, just about 2.
Oh, activate. This can be good. Oh, wait a minute. Off the wall, big damage here. Forward throw, on a run. This is still the first round of game number 3. Punk cannot let this slip away.
A tail end of the tornado still hit.
Throw not dead.
Throw not dead yet.
Oh, the cross up.
Where you least expect it. You thought there was going to be an eagle spike?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I definitely
activation.
thought it was going to be eagle spike.
That entire activation changed the pace, right? You saw the roundhouse come out. That is -4, so you had to make it safe. But even afterwards, it's like you still can't press the button because it changes up the frame data after that cancel.
Wow, empty jump spinning mixer. Oh, okay, wait a minute. Going to get the corner here. Dash up.
Checks the low. Does get the combo. Man, EX Eagle Spike, instant air. Doesn't do it this time. There it is. Activation off of the V skill number 1. On to the other side. Yes, sir. For free. Escaping the corner for free.
Tried to poke him in the eye. Trey right there with the stand light kick. V trigger to get out. Using it as an escape tactic. Life lead is in favor of Punk. No trigger going to be there.
Sir.
What an interrupt. Not letting them get that charged up whirlwind. Stand light kick from VEGGEY just to get it started and to stop it.
A walk-up throw as well.
If I'm Punk, I want to end this round without spending meter and giving Rashid meter. That's it.
Yes, that's exactly it. It's going to drop off the lights. Man, this is so...
I feel like I'm playing.
It's so tough for Oil King right now. Like, he's had so many instances where he could close the gap with the running spinning mixer, regular spinning mixer, but this is what he needs now. He needs to establish that dominance early and push Punk to the corner as soon as possible and keep him there. Also, what I want to see is keeping his strings tight. There's been so many instances where he's gone to the EX whirlwind shot and it gets interrupted.
Oh, the jump heavy kick. First time we've seen it. This is not good. Punk is in trouble. No anti-air. That jump heavy kick is something you got to respect. V reversal back. Really close to stun right here. Oh, tried to go for the cross up. Backs up a little. This time walks out of it and gonna let that stun bar go down a little bit. Punk trying to keep the corner in check. Big jump in. Oil King really trying to close this out. Gets the throw. CA is there. I don't think we're gonna see a trigger early from Punk because the chip is a threat. Catches him off the wall. Oh, the stand light kick. I don't know what that follow-up was. That's gonna be medium kick. And the rest of Panda is going to rely on none other than Nephew.
That is going to be so intimidating.
Wow, what a tense set, bro.
One more W to keep their playoff dreams alive, and that's going to be a lot of pressure for Oil King. But the way that he changed it up offensively, that was remarkable. We were talking about what needed to be done on the side of Oil King, and he pretty much executed it in that final round.
Yep.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, when you play Nephew, make sure that you throw him a lot. Like, he doesn't really tuck that much. But, you know, as always with Rashid, you gotta mix up throws and shimmy, but throw him way more than shimmy. He doesn't really tuck. As you can see when I played him, he doesn't ever really tuck.
I understand.
And if you jump at close range, his favorite thing is the air-to-air. You could just jump heavy kick, super.
I understand. I see that.
Giving advice to Oil King as he gets prepared to take on Nephew. The last line of defense for Panda in this team battle. Punk out of the rotation.
That's huge. We talked about how imperative Oil King's confidence is when it comes to playing these games. That had to be the biggest confidence booster, taking out the alpha of the pack.
Oh, yeah.
And Oil King's been pretty much MVP a good amount of times in these sets. In the entirety of the league, I feel like he's been in the anchor spot numerous amount of times and has fulfilled his duty.
All right. Here we go. That stationary play. Very different from what we just saw from the Rashid play versus Punk. Very cautious, backing up, temperamental play here from Oil King. Oh, crouching heavy punch, doing
always
the job.
Find the mark, man. It's always going to find the mark no matter what. That move is obnoxious. And speaking of obnoxious moves, you know, Nephew has a couple of his own. Oh, committed to the target combo. Definitely not what he had in mind. Punish was there. Not as big as we would, you know, expect, or not even.
Okay.
Damn! Did you see him? He bopped his head to the whip punish. He's like, got him.
Wow, B-Shift working out and gets the corner here. Missed the throw. A little too early for it. Air to air. Gets the hard knockdown. Backdash. Activation. Gets the hit. Here comes Nephew. Knockdown with the heavy punch. Wake up. EX spinning mixer. You knew it was coming.
And here comes the trigger one. Yeah, he's going to hug the screen so that now he gets his offense going. What are you going to do after this?
This isn't going the way Nephew intended. Still has trigger, though.
Yeah, trying to get in. Oh, yeah, the block target combo, but still no tick throw coming in from Nephew. And you know what? Oil King knew. He was like, I'm willing to take this throw. You're going to have to call me out. I know you're bluffing, but now you got to call me out.
You have to approach punch.
Great defensive decision-making there from Oil King. Looking at the life, assessing the situation, and just willing to take the throw, just walking out of harm's way. Very smart.
Look how active Oil King is playing. He doesn't want Nephew to get any beat. He don't want you to get set at all. Forward throw. Game 1, round 1, already in the books for Oil King and UIU. Heavy buttons right here. Little piece of gray there, a little seasoning on the life bar.
Seasoning? No seasoning.
Not anymore, because the gray life healed.
Oh, that's true. It's dried out. Here we go. Forward throw down. Close to the corner as we go. Whirlwind shot. Just dashing up back into the space. Activation off the target combo. Jumping out of the harm, or excuse me, out of the harm of the throw.
Tick throw works out this time. And spent a lot of trigger already, though. Looking for the wall jump. Looking for the wall jump. That man.
We were talking about that scenario. He tried to go for a jump back throw, just a little bit awkward when it came to that exchange, a little bit weird on the angle in general.
Nephew recomposing himself. You can hear him breathing into the mic.
Yeah, you're adjusting his seat too. There it is on the way through. There is going to be just about 30 seconds left, and it's going to come down to Chip, I'd imagine, or at least the life game. We're going to see if Oil King has what it takes to maintain this lead. Does have full critical art on deck. Oh, that was sick. Are you going to reset it? Yeah, you're going to reset the situation a little bit. What a backdash out of the corner, or out of the throw.
Okay. Back throw on wake up, and just Oil King content with just holding back in this situation. Sandwich between the whirlwind. 5 seconds left on the clock. This is almost impossible, and this first game between the two is going to go to none other than Oil King and UYU.
Nice and patient. Remember, when you get it on Nephew, he would never take a throw. Never, never, never.
He literally is just running the clock right now. He's forcing Nephew to put himself on the line to get in and do any kind of damage.
One of the things we kind of highlight when it comes to Nephew and his gameplay, it's how well he is placing his normals and understanding when you want to press a button. He's made those calculations and he has the timing. And he's excelled. He's definitely one of the best North American players in the West because of those two factors alone, knowing the timing and knowing the ranges. Oil King has disrupted all of that. I feel like it's not only just him as a player, but Rashid also having normals to contest against Colleen is a factor. Having a fireball also is a big deal.
And just getting out of range, definitely just holding. Look at this. Look at the range he's playing. He does not want Nephew to get to this range and start dealing with these heavier buttons, right? We saw a few whiff punishes in that last game, but the goal here is pretty blatant, right? Like, look, I don't want you to get in the range. I'm not trying to deal with these big, heavy buttons, and I'm willing to play slow and steady until the end of these rounds if it means I get the W.
Back roundhouses coming in from Nephew. Checking the advance. Yes, sir. Does get the target combo. Parabellum with the knockdown. Tries to catch the wall jump, but no, does not succeed. The timing was just a little bit off. Checking the movement again. Option select.
I can't believe that actually hit from that side. I thought he was going to, the normal was going to correct to the other direction.
Makes sense. We've seen that happen before.
Okay. Hailstorm powered up. Gets the cross up Nephew.
Nasty.
The
back throw.
Wait, man, these back throws have really gotten Oil King a lot of mileage. And now the lead is in his favor. Wall jump, good defense.
Oh my God,
one more
trigger?
Situation. You got to, oh, wow. Nephew holds on.
Match point now for Oil King. That mix was actually pretty nasty, right? You could have gone for the cross up there. There wasn't really much Colleen could have done. Maybe a guest parry, but it was so risky. You still have to check out which side he's going to play. It was going to be the other side, so either way.
Mixer. There's another tick throw.
EX Van reset to get himself out of the corner. I like that. Even though he's not able to find the mark against the whirlwind shot, he's getting out of the corner. That's important, but it's inevitable. This man Rashid is always going to put you there.
He's all, like, I'm telling you right now, he loves the corner. Backdash.
Do you see that?
Oh my God, that was sick. Cancel Parabellum Oki. Dash up. Throws definitely not working out at this point. Tries to go for one anyway after the activation. Crouch short, and Oil King just backing up. He does not need to engage, and this is going to be an uphill battle no matter what.
He was still in the air. Did you see the landing of that eagle spike?
Man, these throws are not in range at all. Finally gets one and has trigger left. But once again, Oil King not engaging unless it's on the offensive side and just wasting the rest of the time. Gets the hit. Wait a minute. Forward throw. 30 seconds left on the clock right now. Wake up, jab into mixer.
Trigger activation time. Gonna be a lot of chip damage as well. No, gets himself out of harm's way. Oh, you thought you could move. The eagle spike comes in. One more touch. For Oil King to eliminate Team Panda and keep their playoff dreams alive. Is it gonna be here? 12 seconds on the clock. We're winding down. EX Parabellum. Does Nephew survive another round? He does not yet. 5 seconds. Do not get chipped. He went for it. Didn't want to wait. And Nephew with the appropriate reads. He knew that Oil King was gonna bust with the EX and survives another round. Unbelievable.
Oh my God, Nephew. Give me another match at least. Can I have some more? Nephew getting tighter with the offense as well. Now you're starting to see those crouching heavy punches just because the range of Colleen trying to play right now. EX That situation looking very familiar. It was a throw last time from Oil King. Okay, crouching heavy punch. That Gray Life really does start to do something.
Oh, that's a big one. Another big one. 2 boots.
Oh, wow. Tries to contest at that neutral range. Finds the EX. Here comes Nephew. Wake up EX spinning mixer to calm it all down. And there's the throw again.
Stuck in the forward throw off of that dash. It's going to be pretty important now for an Oil King to handle momentum. He does it with the EX, or the regular spinning mixer, excuse me, the dashing spinning mixer. Try to dash through this. What? He still got hit by it? That was the fierce that he got connected by. One sequence for Oil King. What a big one. No, not quite. I lied to you. Oh, the parry is there.
Oh my God, trigger still there. Big hailstorm, tick, throw, damage adding up. Got to be careful. It is a spinning mixer on deck for Oil King.
Oh, he also has more light. Oh, he gets himself the trigger.
Oh, what an unfortunate turn of events. Tries to convert the hail, and that is just, oh man, I actually thought that he was gonna get the full connection, and it did not happen. Oil King goes and embraces his team. Punk not happy at all, and that's just an unfortunate, man, I actually thought he was going to get the full launch, especially with the air-to-air. I mean,
we all thought it. We thought it was going to happen. We saw that juggle, but oh, that's so unfortunate. Even Nephew thought it after the game happened. After the drop, Nephew, I've never seen him distraught ever.
Yeah.
He usually moves on pretty quickly after games. But in that moment, you could see where his heart broke exactly.
Yeah. But that's the draw, right? Oil King knew the situation coming in, right? Like, the mental stack, I feel like, was so great in just that team battle alone that I feel like UIU used that to their advantage, man. Oil King was playing super patient. Most of the match was him holding back until he got triggered, and when he did become active, he was really good at stopping the offense, the throws, prepared for the tick throws of Nephew, and just really keeping him on his toes. Those eagle spikes started to come out, and just, man, this is Oil King at his finest right there, bro.
We've seen the kind of differences his playstyle could be like, or excuse me, the kind of variety of playstyles he could choose. Going up against Punk, right, there were certain instances where he needed to turn on his offense, and he did so right at the very end, a very clutch moment, number 1. And then number 2, against Nephew, there were some moments where he had to play defense, and sometimes he needed to bust out.
Yeah,
if you count the amount of EX spinning mixers he got to get him out of harm's way,
only like 2 or 3.
They were important ones. They were absolutely important ones.
Right.
Sure, there were a couple ones where he gave away the round. I'll tell you that. I'll give you that much. But man, he got super lucky, especially in that last instance, jumping up into the hail.
That was actually ridiculous.
He didn't want to sit into it, but it also would have given him V-trigger. I think just getting him out of that situation where the tick throw could have happened and taking the force chip damage was great for him. But man, he still could have died.
That is a lot of matches, a lot of rounds to go to the UIU bank for these guys to move on, especially this close to the playoffs. It's really huge. I can tell you that right now. Especially if you look at the standings, we've had one of the largest ties, right? We had like a 3-4-way tie going back and forth. We've seen some crazy fluxes and placements so far, but when it comes down to it, if you look at this situation and see where these guys are going right now, UIU was on the up. This is their third team battle victory and in Street Fighter League history at this point.
First, we still have to take our time to thank Astro being a part of Street Fighter League, supplying the players with that A40 headset. Steve's been talking about it every single week. I've been talking about it a good amount of times as well, being able to have those on deck in full control, being the official headset and the official mix amp. You get to have full control of that Dolby Digital surround sound on deck. You get to use the equalizer as well and make sure you get the best quality sounds in your gameplay, as well as team comms, dude. You got the swappable boom mic. That's actually pretty important because sometimes we get a little loud. They get a little loud back there as well. But again, being the biggest supporters of the F2C for 10 years, you guys definitely got to pick it up down below in the Twitch panel to get those A40 headsets.
Yeah, so shout outs to Astro, the official headset and mix-up of Street Fighter League Season 4. But I believe we have an interview ready with Hollywood Rob TV on the stage with Oil King.
It takes a lot of effort, a whole lot of dedication to develop the best legs in the business, and that's exactly what Oil King has done. But that's not all he's done. He's used those very same legs to walk all over the competition, in this case going up against Panda in a match where he needed to win. Oil King, take us through how you're feeling right now, brother.
Of course, after the win, I feel good, but I feel tight too because you need to play one of the best players in the whole world, NEPHEW and PUNK. Even PUNK today is played Cloud, right?
Claw.
But still hard for me. His situation is too good. His situation is really too good, and of course NEPHEW because NEPHEW live in West Coast, right?
Yeah.
So I always watch like Wednesday Night Fight or something. He play with JB. He's really good against LUFFY.
So were you surprised at all with the Vega pick or Claw? Were you surprised at all with that pick? I have seen Punk play that up against Gachiku and that Red Bull Kumite, for example. The neutral game is kind of rough, I feel like, on Rashid's side, but of course the pressure is a little different. How did you feel about that matchup, and were you surprised to see him pick that?
I think PUNK and NEPHEW both very surprised today. I play so patient,
Yeah.
Almost every round I against that is like almost time over.
Yeah.
But about Cloud, Taiwan have a player named Xiao Bao.
Yeah,
he play Cloud from the season 1. I play. He and me is very good friend. We are very good friends. So we almost. But recently he don't play a lot. But before we play almost every day.
Yeah.
So about Cloud, I think I know this matchup maybe more than PUNK. But I think today I can get this victory is because they may be very surprised I'm so patient today.
Yeah. Went ahead and switched his style up, just like 50 said. And right there, guys, you clearly can see you never want to count out any team when it comes to Street Fighter League because clearly they are here for a reason. Team UIU putting everyone on notice and showing why they are one of the best orgs in the game today. Ladies and gentlemen, amazing play from them. And that is going to be it for this episode after we hear from Vicious and Steve over there on the desk. And that, of course, comes after the Astro Listen In.
I don't know what's going on with your air grab.
Bro, I don't know. I feel like his jump is so fast.
Yeah, he's playing good. You just gotta remember dash, check the dash, and he's probably going to be -2 into DP. So, since she's not very close, you don't always have to check her because she's mad far away anyways. So you can just let her do the DP and then you good.
Yeah, I just gotta check the jumps.
Yeah, the jumps is what's killing you right now. Yeah, so I can't really air grab. That's not really fair. You can't count mine.
Yeah, I feel like he overheard us or something.
Nah, it's correct. That's like tech Japan uses on specific, or he just crouches jumping because he does the fears earlier so much. Like that's like I've seen a video they talk about just crouching it.
Yeah.
But I don't want to take that risk with Vega.
Week 13 comes to a close. We've had a lot of developments here. I'm really still kind of caught on in all honesty. This week we did see NORDAVIND go up against the Bandits. We did see UIU go up against Panda. Let's talk about NORDAVIND versus Panda versus Bandits right now.
Sure.
This started off a little rocky, if you ask me, especially on the side of NORDAVIND.
Can you really say that though? I'm just kidding. 2-0, right? It was off the bat.
Two of them.
Hermes actually had a fantastic start against Phenom in the mirror match, considering what had gone down in the mirror match prior. Hermes was making sure that he never loses to his own character again. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Nobody. And that was the thing, right? 2-0 over Phenom. Immediately after, MENARD 2-0 over VEGGEY. But it was a whole different story when LUFFY was brought to play with that Armika, and I'm pretty sure y'all know what happens when LUFFY is allowed to bypass neutral the way he gets to with Armika. It's nothing but destruction and death on the way over. In fact, that was very much so the case. 2-0 against CABA, 2-0 against Hermes, 2-0 against MENARD. RD stands for really dead right now. The way that he played against this entire team, it was tough. It was very tough, man. It was close for MENARD to a certain degree. Actually, even for CABA as well.
Yeah,
but there's
really
just something about LUFFY.
I mean,
it's just so dangerous.
It was so frustrating to Mena to fight LUFFY with Armika. He literally let out a verbal growl on the microphone. We know how strong LUFFY was going to be once the Armika comes into play. We knew it. We was like, yo, once this character come in, it's going to be a whole different ball game. And it's happening in the second half of the season. And lucky for them, because now they're in second place, sitting even stronger than they were before. Yep. And Bandits really needs next week to look better for them. They really need these following weeks to look better for them if they want to have any hope of making it to these playoffs.
Yeah, I think more so for UIU than Bandits at the moment because of where they're at currently. They're tied, I feel like, when it comes to the win-loss record. But talking about what happened between UIU and Panda, it's pretty shocking the way that it went down, considering what had gone down for Team Panda. Punk taking it down over NL 2-0 with Vega, by the way, super impressive. Nephew keeping it alive against Kami 2-1. Then Oil King stepping up to the plate. It looked a little rocky, I feel like, for Punk throughout the entirety of it because of the way that Oil King was playing. But we saw signs of life with that Vega. We saw Punk reacclimating himself to the situation and controlling the neutral. But there was something about Oil King. He just exploded onto the scene in that final game and clutched it out. That put a lot of pressure on Nephew towards the end.
Now, that's true. If you think about what happened here, this is the best I feel like we've seen Oil King play all season. Super concise, taking his time, didn't overextend in a lot of instances. Only had, what, 1 or 2 spinning mixes even, like, punished. All the other ones found their mark. His defense was solid, able to activate crazy trigger setups, that whole screen setup to make sure he was still able to get that powered up whirlwind to make sure that Nephew wouldn't be able to do anything, or was it Punk? I forget. But he's just playing masterful at this point, and it makes a lot of sense that he would be the person to take that W. We had the interview with him as well. Oil King has constantly been battling ever since last season. We're trying to step up and be like, yo, look, we are Team UIU. We are trying to get these victories. We want to make the playoffs, and you know this team is dedicated to it at this point.
And if you take a look at what this means for Team UIU, the only way they can make it into the top 4 spot, potentially, I should say, it's not going to be set in stone, but obviously they need to win their next match, and they also need Vodafone Giants and Panda to falter in their next matches. But let's take a closer look at the standings so that you can illustrate the picture before you. NASR still in front of the pack, 7-2. NORDAVIND following behind just a little bit by the wayside, 5-3. Vodafone Giants at 4-4, still waiting to play their game as they only have 8 matches thus far. Panda falling by the wayside this week at 4-5 in 4th place. Bandits now at 3-6. UIU now at 3-6. You see the potential here. Who is going to take that 4th spot going into the playoffs?
It's a big dice roll here in the middle of the standings because it's scary. It's, dude,
and
that's
just to let you know, some of these teams at the bottom have had better head-to-head records against the other 2, scraping 3rd and 4th. I'm just saying it's a possibility. It's a possibility we can see a huge turnaround, but you're going to have to find out in next week's team battles to see how it plays out. Who do we have for him, Steve? Who's coming up in next week's team battles?
Next week, we do have the return of Team Panda, a man down, going up against NORDAVIND. On the tail end of that, our last team battle will be none other than NASR versus the Giants. That's going to be our #1 spot, going up against the Vodafone Giants.
It's getting dicey. It's getting so dicey. This is the closest it's ever been in the history of Street Fighter League. I don't even know if it's like that in Japan because these teams are some of the best in the world. Again, it's the international players ball here, and we're getting closer and closer to seeing who has what it takes to secure that top 4. Week number 13 is done. We're going into week number 14, but first, we have to thank Astro again, supplying these A40 headsets and have been a huge support to the FGC for 10 years, being the official headset and mix amp of Street Fighter League.
If you really want to set the tone, the tournament mood for any setting, make sure you get yourself one of these A40 headsets. I guarantee you every player here has one. I personally have one, so make sure you guys know, and shout outs to Astro for being the official headset and mix amp of Street Fighter League Season 4.
Pick it up down below the Twitch panel. In the meantime, we will catch you for the next one. Street Fighter League Season 4 does not stop. We have just a couple more weeks before we get to the playoffs, and best believe you needed to be there, and we'll definitely see you there next week. Oh boy. Every CPT, I have to hear that, Steve. Just go help me out.
Stun, Irish whip him back.
Oh, shut up, done it!
Let's go. Don't need to do nothing but this.
No.
Let's go.
Yeah, just go help me out. And another one.
And another one. My work is never done. Yep. Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Did. Nadeshko, help me out. Doesn't need to.
Doesn't even need it. You know she was hiding behind one of the monitors back there. I was like, do you? No, it's okay.